Good morning. My name is Rao from India. I am president of Indian Innovators Association. Thanks to Mazid for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. Mazid is a very creative person, very innovative person, and I would like to talk about innovation, student innovations. I'm a mentor to a larger number of student innovators in India, and based on my interaction and learning, I identified several pathways, clues to help students to become better innovators. Let me look at those particular things, talk about these things. The list is very long, it's about 27. I'll try to be brief in my talk on this particular 27. The first is risk. Taking risk is the heart of innovation process. And we all know that very few ideas really go to the market successfully. Then what is the risk? The financial risk is not very significant for the students because ideation, proof of concept is not very expensive. So it's not a financial risk, it is emotional risk. You talk about an idea, you work on it, discuss, explain to a larger number of people, and then if it doesn't go through finally, you feel disappointed and you are afraid that the stakeholders also may not like this particular so-called failure. So they may not be appreciating you, they may not be thinking you have come with a great idea. So this particular emotional risk is always there when you talk about a new idea. So that is the first you have to overcome. Get over that, take risk, there's nothing to lose. The second is try. Try a lot of things. What we do regularly every day is a habit. There's nothing like a good habit. Habit is something comes in the way of thinking new. So try a lot of things and try to do something different. The third is flip your plan from end. So there is a famous management principle: start with end in mind. Because the problem statement which you originally conceived may not be the real problem. It may be an opportunity, and the various steps you thought of may not be the best way of achieving this particular output or outcome. If when you look at it from the end, you probably will find several other ways of doing the same thing to achieve the same result. So we always say, start with the end. Fourth is solve ordinary problems. Ordinary problem solving enhances your capacity to imagine, your capacity to think beyond the normal. So you try to look at a problem definition and say, instead of saying yes but, say yes. Then whenever you read something, whenever some people propose something, you say yes. Generally we say yes, but can it be done? You require a lot of resources. Can it be done? So but is basically a full stop. And the better way is say it's a good idea and it can be done this way and it can be done this way. So a number of ways of thinking, the ways of solving the problem is a better way of finding a solution. The fifth is grow. You have to grow in your capability to address problems. So it has to be cumulative, not moving in circles. There are several techniques on this particular thing. One of the technique famous is what we say is a scamper, S for substitute, C for combine, A for adapt, M for modification, P put to another use, E eliminate, or reverse. These are several ways of looking at the problem. A existing one, what is already in front of you, you can apply this technique, scamper, then probably will come something a different value proposition. Sixth is inspiration. Now, what really inspires you? You have to find for yourself, because the source of inspiration is different for different people. If you know what is the inspiration, what is inspiring you, then it is always acting in your subconscious mind. So it surfaces at an appropriate time, but then there should be a match between what inspires you and the problem which you are addressing. 7 is learn about the failures. Failures are the most important thing, and we should learn from the failures. Failing is not a sin. Repeating the failure for the same thing, for the same task, same activity is an unforgivable one. Explore. Continue to explore, because there is nothing like end to any exploration. As you climb a mountain, some new peak comes. Then you have to go to the new mountain, new peak. Then once you come there, you find something higher to climb. So exploration is a continuous process. Be an explorer. Think. Take time to think. Sleeping over a problem is a process, because the subconscious mind never sleeps. It is always lurking. It is always trying to find a solution to the problem. So sleep with the problem. Nothing wrong with this particular thing. 10th is asking. Now, who do I ask for opinions? Ask random people who do not normally are associated with you. Your parents, you are in daily touch. Your teachers, you are in daily touch. Your classmates, you are in daily touch. Do you ask the opinion upon someone whom you do not know? The heterogeneous opinion makes the solution better. Maybe those people are dissidents. They do not like your idea, or they do not like you talking about the idea. That's good. They find out some negative things. They find out the reasons on how this can fail. All this is a great learning for you. So, ask without hesitation. Ask people at random. Ask random people at random times. 11. Open. Openness to ideas. Again, there is a psychological thing. You cannot see something new by looking harder in the same direction. Right? So, you dig into the same hole again and again, you cannot make it a square. It will be always round. Right? So, this is the famous creativity gurus talking about it. 12 is express. Express your ideas boldly. Why it is important is that a larger number of the students, young people, are afraid of a judgment by others. They feel, okay, this is a good idea, but if I talk about it, will the people like it? Will they make fun of me? Will they say this is not going to work? Will they say you just copied it? I have seen it on Google. Right? So you do not express your ideas. You keep it to yourself. Obviously, you'll never be able to work on this particular thing. And don't be disappointed if someone says this is already known. Everything in the world is known somewhere or the other. Right? There are thousands of creative people, millions of creative people. So ideation is a very parallel activity. So you don't have to worry about it. Then press. Right? Press into an idea, draw it out, share it, rework it. And then there are many tools on this particular thing today, and you can use the tools also for this ideation loops. Change. Change with excitement. Change is not a painful process. Don't feel, don't think that you are changing because of certain inadequacy. No. Change with excitement is opportunity to do something new and test your capabilities in new areas. Act. Talking is not sufficient. As a matter of fact, innovation is all acting. You should act on the idea. You should make a drawing. You should make a sketch. You should make a proof of concept. You should make a minimum viable product. You should make a prototype. You should act on the idea. Talking is not innovation. Search for alternative ways. As I said, there is nothing like one best way of doing it. There are several ways, several parallel paths. You have to search and explore. Process of reaching the goal is important, and the process is generally overlooked because we spend time on the product, but on the process we take it for granted. There is only a technical process can be done in only one way. No, even the technical process can be a variable. Challenge. To raise above the normal, you have to find the people who challenge you. That's why we say the group chemistry. Work with the group who are consistently doing well, maybe doing better than you. Then you have a challenge to raise up to them, to their expectations, and to overcome. Dream. Dreams are important. Unless you dream, you will not aspire. And you will not aspire, you cannot come with any action plan. Share. Share your idea with others without any hesitation. Most of the people are afraid that if I share the idea, they will copy. You cannot stop it. They may copy, but you can always come with a better idea. Right? By not sharing, you are keeping the idea to yourself. The fear others are copying is a illusion. Draw out what the problem is and draw out the solution. Pursue innovation. Do not wait for it to come. Reach beyond your own abilities. So the successful persons are the one who are not aware of their limitations. If you are too much aware of your limitations, then probably you will be diffident to think beyond your existing limitations. The existing limitations may simply disappear after some time. Then improve ways to improve every aspect of your life. The creativity is a continuous process. The people who are creative are tinkering people. They try to improve the quality of everything, or at least they try to tinker with everything. You cannot say that I'll keep quiet, I'll not touch anything in my house, and I'll work only in a laboratory where I do the tinkering. That doesn't generally work. Creativity is coming with imitations, betterments, improvements, discarding the tried, coming with the new one, right? So you have to do this continuous basis. Dare to challenge the accepted, right? And people create something like a challenge book. You say, what is the challenge? Then I said, once you write it down, it goes into the subconscious mind. It reflects curiosity, and curiosity is the mother of innovation. Create an environment of innovation. Make it the norms. You do it regularly and you contribute to yourself and you contribute to your persons who are known to you. So it's an environment. You be part of a creative environment. Share. Share ownership of innovation. I said, of course, we will be discussing more about it in the subsequent sessions, but you should be able to share your innovation. One person owning the entire innovation is an outdated concept. Right? You share the innovation, and then there is always a complementarity somewhere. Someone will add value. You have to be in the right network where people share and add value. Think of open source software. Think of open source hardware. Join them. You find hundreds and thousands of students contributing, sharing and contributing, and everyone is becoming wiser to that particular thing. So finally, I would like to say a common misconception is that innovators are born creative, which is not true. You become creative, you unleash creativity, you become an innovator by dreaming, by continuously challenging yourself and acting. So thank you for listening to this. I'll come back with another session on some other topic. Thank you, Majid.